'Twas the night before finals, when all through my room, my notes scattered. Tomorrow? Too soon! From epidermis to tonsils to cells floating free, I wondered if there was hope of even getting a B. The binders and pens were all in their place. If only there was some way to increase this pace. If just one more day. But ding-dong, what's this? Food? Hooray! Dinner was ordered from Panera's with care. My stomach couldn't wait for amino acids to get there. Upon its arrival, I took a quick break, but shoveling it all down was such a mistake. I didn't notice all the salmonella squiggling around, wanting to slither down my throat without a sound. They skimmed past the first layer of my defense, 'cause skin's not too helpful when there's something to ingest. Salmonella was tricky. It could survive low pH. Instead of perishing, it managed to escape, multiplying rapidly in that intestinal maze, entering the bloodstream before alarm was raised. From a few to a few thousand in just one short hour, it looked like my life was about to go sour. This pathogen was taking cells left and right. It's time for us to put up a good fight. The bacteria began laughing at each little cell, mocking two body cells that simply couldn't tell. But my trusty immune system was on the defense to end all of this horrible sickness nonsense. The first line had failed, the second too weak. Specific targets were needed now, so to speak. Who better to rely on than my own personal army, born in the bone marrow from stem cells to many. Differentiation meant each had a different job to do. The B cells went on to fight pathogens free-floating in view, while T cells were destined for a different job, some helping the Bs, some forming a special mob. All T cells are chained in the thymus to differentiate cells as us and not us. But since I had never seen this bacterium before, T cells took a while to couple up and wage war. First came the dendritic cells, spotting salmonella. Through endocytosis, they consumed these wriggly fellows, forming vacuoles and leaving nothing behind. And inside, at bacterial membranes, lysosomes grind. These bits of bacteria are shoved back through as epitopes, a major histocompatibility complex number 2. Dendritic cells wear them like little hair clips, adorning themselves strip by strip. And before long, they're joined by some friends that have MHC2 to present antigens. Neutrophils and B cells come to eat. That's why we call them APCs. More epitopes are shoved out with MHC2 for all of the helper T cells to view. The epitopes vary in each antigen batch, so each T cell and epitope must be a perfect match. But to fight all kinds of invaders, T cells have great diversity that gives cell-mediated response tremendous specificity. The CD4s found on the helper Ts find a way to bind with dendritic MHC2. Cytokines fly as communication and result in T cell activation. When the right killer T cell comes and binds to an APC and helper T with its specific antigen kind, it activates too, and through clonal selection divides into hundreds to kill cells with the pathogen inside. The MHC1 of cells long infected present the invading antigen, which, if accepted by a T cell, will cause CD8 to help it match up. Then perforin is secreted and the infected cell rupts. Next, differentiation happens to some of the Ts, and they become cells full of memory. These memory cells prepare for a secondary attack, ready to fight the same disease with a speedier thwack. And with these last few differentiations, defense came to a close. Finally, I was free from my salmonella woes. But with my healing, my problems weren't fixed. all my finals? I had missed. I had been sick too long, sick too badly, and now I have to go to summer school, sadly. At least I'm healthy. It could be worse. At least I don't have an autoimmune curse.